my God, I cannot tell you what a prat I feel walking along, filming myself. But Mark and I are going to keep track of our day today after our brilliant news yesterday. Yay! Lost some weight. It was so great doing the live with all of you and hearing all your results as well.
Good morning, subs. It's early morning. It's just before the girls get up. I'm still tickled pink with our progress last night. I'm going to probably wear the Cookie Monster onesie again tonight just to get some more sweat out of me and more pounds off me. Anyway, no, I've got I've got one of those days today, which is a tricky one in terms of work-wise. I've got an awful lot of laptop-based research to do.
Anyway, I feel so ridiculous because there's somebody watching me. I'm in Westfield at the moment. I'm going to go into Waitrose now and see what healthy choices I can make for my breakfast.
The danger with that is, of course, I'm going to be quite sedentary, and it's about factoring in the movement and everything else. Now, I had a rest day yesterday, so I can run today. I'm already thinking, before the girls get up, what the hell can I have for breakfast? I don't know about anyone else. I just draw a blank. I don't have options. I can do things. I can multitask and think of things at hand when it comes to work and television and film and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to just simply thinking what's right to eat, I can't quickly do it. I can get there. I'm not an absolute moron, but it doesn't come naturally and it doesn't come easily. And I think that's one of the things that for a lot of people, I don't know if you're the same, I get sort of almost irascible with that, about not really knowing what the right thing is. So you just end up having anything. And you sometimes just think, oh, I'll just have that because it's not a lot of stuff to eat, but it'll sort me out. So anyway, so I'm in that place.
Right, so I've got 10 minutes until I have to be at loose women. So I'm doing the technical term for it, Nadia's technical term for it is I'm staring, which means I'm just going up and down the stairs at Westfield to get my heart rate pumping because I haven't had any breakfast yet, so I'll burn more calories before I eat.
I do put the pressure on myself though. I've lost 4 pounds or thereabouts. Will it be as much the next week? And then I have to stop myself from just starving, because as someone rightly said on the comments of last night's live, it's not just about weight loss, it's about being healthier and happier. So I mustn't lose sight of that.
Okay, I'm going to get some more steps before I get into work. And I was walking along and I just started to moan in my own head. Oh God, Shepherd's Bush is so miserable, because our studios used to be on the South Bank, you know, and it was so beautiful there. And I would do along the river and I'd get to work just feeling amazing. And it really is ugly around here. Anyway, I was just going down that route of moaning to myself, oh, I'm doing my steps, Shepherd's Bush so ugly. And I just think, no, Nadia, this is not the way forward. As soon as you go, I can hear myself, as soon as I start to go into that, like, woe is me, it brings everything down. It's just like, so I'm walking along thinking, okay, instead of thinking about how this isn't as nice as the South Bank was, what were you grateful for today? Well, I'm grateful that my back's better, hugely grateful. Oh my God, we don't know how rich we all are. We are rich beyond our wildest dreams when we've got our health. So I'm really, really grateful about that. I'm really grateful that there's lovely bits of blue sky in amidst the clouds today. And I'm grateful I'm going to see my friends in a minute at work. There you go. Already doesn't matter, it's Shepherd's Bush.
Right guys, I'm going to try and start as I mean to go on. Do you remember Nadia's trip to Germany in Vlogmas? She brought me back this. Oh, that's my water for the morning. I need to drink that before I'm allowed a coffee. Now the problem is I'm probably going to just drink it in one go to get to the coffee. And really what I may as well do is just take that into the toilet and pour it directly down the loo. Because what will happen is about 15 minutes later, it will come out exactly the same colour, not changed. I swear sometimes I just think my body is an incidental detail. Food and water just go, that's it. I just happen to be here.
Oh, I'm so chuffed. Just arrived at the studios and I've already done 6,000 steps. 20 to 9. That's not bad, boys and girls, is it? Mark, how many have you done, darling? So, I went to Waitrose, been very good. I've bought Nutrition Boost, chia seeds, apple, spinach and kiwi. Now, it would have been much better if I'd made my own juice, but I didn't have time this morning. And edamame beans. That's my breakfast. Mark, what do you think of that? Edamame beans for breakfast. I just had the funniest phone call with Mark. He goes, right, okay, haven't got a clue what I can eat. Just haven't got a bloody clue. I'm looking at a bowl of rotten bananas. I'm looking at a half jar of mayonnaise, and I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do. I'm going to fall off the wagon. So I just said to him, you're going to have your protein shake this morning, then go and buy like a cooked chicken from Sainsbury's and a bag of lettuce. Even he can do a little drizzle of olive oil, a little splash of vinegar, and 1 coffee. I'm trying to reduce his coffee because the thing is, it's all right us talking about our weight and all of that, and we want to lose a bit of weight to be happier, to be healthier. But really, we've got to look at why we've been overeating. It's that whole self-care thing, isn't it? We tend to, oh, there's nothing in, so I'll just stuff anything. The weight is just a symptom, really, of not looking after yourself enough. So I've just rang him and nagged him to do a meditation. And the one I really think he should do today, it's the Boodify app. You can download that, it's totally free. And it's the one called Rain. And I think it's about 10 to 12 minutes. And it's just really good for people with anxiety and stress. Because again, I don't know about you, but when I'm anxious, when I'm stressed, when I'm worried, oh look, this is my dressing room, give you a little spin. Stressed, anxious, worried, I eat, I comfort eat. So, it's that thing again. Like just now, everybody else was having a croissant, and I thought, why do I want a croissant? Because actually, I've had my juice, I've had this, I'm not hungry at all. And the reason was I'm a bit nervous, I'm back at work, feeling a bit after the weekend. That's why. And the croissant isn't going to sort that out. The croissant's just going to deal with something for a few seconds, because actually I can eat a croissant in about 5 seconds. So, I might do another little meditation before I go into makeup, just a little 5 minutes to keep me calm. Meditation is really helping me to be a wee bit happier.
So the girls have been better than me this morning. They have both been out for a run, haven't you?
Yeah, boy.
They've done their run. I've got to take the dogs out. Nadia has just rung me and said, try a Boodify meditation entitled Rain. The only reason I've struggled at the thought of doing a Boodify meditation called Rain with the kids in the house is they'll come and they'll take the mickey out of me mercilessly. Now, I can't show Kiki because her mum did her eyebrows last night with wax, and basically had an accident. Will we let her show?
Yes.
What on earth was she thinking of? What would you like to say to your mum? You're not her mum anymore.
Yeah, because I had to see a group of people today.
Yeah. She's got her drama class
I look
after
like
this
David
morning.
Bowie.
There's a photo of David Bowie with a great big disc on his forehead, and
No,
she looks
like that.
Yeah,
But
like that,
but
yeah.
quite bigger. But still.
But what mother burns her own daughter's forehead? That's what I'd like to say.
Still
She
that.
said she tested it on her skin first.
Yeah, right.
No,
Yeah, but her skin's made
She
of sort
put
of
it on and
Teflon.
my eyes started to water.
I heard you screaming, and I didn't turn round. I just thought it was general
My eyes
female
started to
stuff.
Well, that's 'cause
water.
we always scream.
That's true.
And then I was
That's
like, Mum, I'm crying. And she was like, it's fine.
What do you think of meditations? Do they help you?
No.
No, they stress me out.
Why do they stress you out, Maddie?
No, because the fact that it's so calm makes me panic, because then I know I shouldn't be that calm.
The fact that they're calm makes you panic. Do you know what I get stressed about with meditations?
What do you get stressed about, Dad? I'd
love to know.
No, you cheeky monkey. I get stressed about the fact that there's a time limit, and I start to think about the clock ticking. Do you get that?
So you know, right afterwards, you're just going to go back to reality, which is just stressful.
Well,
Life isn't simple. Life isn't peaceful.
Mum lied to me the other day. I was in bed, she came in and she was like, open up blind. She was like, you're going to do a meditation. She got it off the internet and it was really, really annoying, the woman's voice.
Right.
And then I was like, how long is it? And she was like, oh, it's only 6 minutes. So I'm lying there and I know it's been no longer than 6 minutes. And then I look at the time and it's 30 minutes long.
Oh my God!
And I was like, Mum, you're just going to leave me?
So it was her way of shutting you up for half an hour. Yeah,
Also,
no.
she says it like it's a task we must complete in the day, and then it feels like it's not.
That's an
common
interesting
thing.
point. That's an
Because
interesting
something
point.
You've got to do.
So it's set as a task, and then it becomes a necessity rather than something that's. Well, I
You're
must
doing
admit,
for
yeah.
yourself.
I mean, I get stressed. The reason I get stressed about the time thing is that I'm thinking I'm no calmer than I was when I went into this, and it's about to finish.
Yeah.
And it hasn't worked.
Also, because it's so quiet and peaceful, you have time to think about everything you need to stress about. So then you're sitting there paranoid.
Yeah.
You're sitting there quietly paranoid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, on that note, I'm going to have a look at this one that Mummy suggests. She suggested one called Rain,
Oh, God.
which sounds kind of miserable, doesn't it? Which is
Sounds
right up my
so
street.
Cliche.
I'm considering running away and
Feel
letting
the
this...
rain. pass
You're
over
considering
your
what?
skin.
I'm considering running away and then letting this heal and then come back when it's healed.
Go into. I tell you what you should do. You should do what the squirrels have done. Go into hibernation.
Yeah.
Just don't nick the nuts.
Right, I've had my makeup done, but that's not going to stop me getting my heart rate up, which is what I'm going to kind of try and do every time I get a few minutes today. Just do a little bit of running on the spot. Good old-fashioned, what are these called? What are these called? Well, anyway, you know what these are. You know what these are. Look in the mirror. Yeah, star jumps. Yeah, and then knees up, knees back, hitting my bum. In a minute, I'll turn this camera around so you can see in the mirror what I'm doing. And I'm just going to keep doing that every time I get a minute, get my heart rate up, and then be back to normal. Burn calories, lift my mood, release endorphins. I'm tracking around my dressing room. I'm imagining it's the countryside. I'm being grateful. Here we go.
Okay, so I'm just taking a little break. I've had my breakfast, which was a smoothie, a sort of protein powder with almond milk, ice, and that was it. I've done 0 steps. My Fitbit has conked out for short term, which is annoying because even if I walk across the kitchen, I'm thinking that's missed steps. I'm about to pop out. The girls are about to have their drama class soon. Again, sedentary. That's the problem. A lot of the work that I'm doing at the moment is sit down and on the computer. And I have to confess, I haven't found time to do a meditation, as the girls said. It's just too much of what I'm doing is I have to be across it all the time, and so I can't afford really even to give 20 minutes across. So
Oh my God, you know, just that action is actually really exhausting. Step and kick, step and kick, step and kick, jump again, why not? Do you know what? It's almost impossible to jump without smiling. It makes you happier, makes you happier, makes you happier, it makes you happier, it makes you happier, it makes you happier. Alright, put yourself together. There's a show to put on, there's a live show, and there's a whole load of very cool, calm, collected people out there. So any minute now, I'm going to be one of those.
So I was resisting it. I was thinking, no, don't, keep working, don't go. Then I looked at my Fitbit, which was on the side because I was charging it, and I realised I had no steps. And that's the thing I was going to do. Having made such good progress, I was about to let it all be squandered by just thinking, day off. Do you get the day off thing? And then the day off thing becomes a couple of days off.
Okay, so just had a little fail in our pre-meeting before the show because Stacey always gets lentil crisps. Hi guys! Always gets lentil crisps, and I accidentally had 4 of them before I realised. But I stopped there, which is good because usually I have half a packet, so that's good.
Guys,
I'm just going on to the new set for the first time. I haven't seen it. I'm so excited. Have you all been on the set? I want to have a look at the set.
Here, I've just
I want to have a look. Oh, I can't see it. Whatever. Oh, oh. Say hello, everybody. Hi. This is the team of people that spend hours and hours and hours trying to make us look halfway decent.
So back from having had lunch, I had a oat milk cappuccino. Sound like an absolute wanker. So chucked a couple of sweetener in there to make it a bit more normal. Crushed avocado. What does crushed avocado mean? These words. Anyway, I had crushed avocado and feta and seeds on sourdough. Don't even know what sourdough means. So yeah, it feels healthy, but I feel hungry. I've done... What have I done? Don't know, hang on, let me have a look. I'm just going to have a look. I've done 5,622 steps, which is just about half of what my daily target is. Haven't done a run, and the run is supposed to be on top of that. So what the hell? I've got to walk another fucking 5k. You joking? I've got work to do. It's now 3:15. It's that afternoon push. The girls are at class, and I've just got to get down and get on. Really interesting piece, though, in one of the papers today, which I'm going to pursue for a programme idea. The latest, the first ever NHS centre for online internet addiction. I mean, it sounds so old-fashioned, doesn't it? Internet and online now, but social media addiction, which is kind of something that's kind of interesting, given the fact that we have this sort of social media platforms now, and you know, and we love that engagement with you guys. We love generating content. I mean, one of the satisfactions that we get from creating this content isn't so much just the social media-ness of it, but it's the fact that you get to discuss and talk about things that, as a program maker, it's very hard sometimes to get a forum, even when you're commissioned to make a program, to talk about the very subject that you want to talk about, because, you know, understandably, you have to tailor it for a majority audience. So you've got to make things palatable, understandable, and all that kind of stuff. The thing I like about social media as a concept, in terms of being a content creator, is that we can present it in as sort of entertaining, silly, slapdash, or as detailed a fashion as we want, without worrying too much, because you'll vote with your feet or your thumbs, won't you? You know, you'll either watch it or you won't watch it. And if you do watch it and like it, that's great. So there's something very liberating. It's interesting because I'm in this strange sort of parallel universe of developing ideas for conventional television and then feeling freer to talk about these things on this channel. We should have a series of films where we just talk about an emotion. And so, like, for example, everyone is running around at the moment hunting for happiness. What is happiness? I mean, commissioning editors and channels have been desperately looking for program ideas about what makes happiness, what is happiness, how to be happy, how to find happiness, you know, all the how-tos. And actually, there are no hard and fast answers. There are lots of ideas. But you know what? We could possibly discuss that in a short film, share our ideas, share it with you. Far more inclusive process than making a program where you have to sort of shoehorn the subject into a sort of 60-minute structure. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, I don't know what I'm flabbing on about. It's because I'm working on these ideas, and it's interesting that you find yourself straitjacketed with conventional television making, and yet with this medium, it's bloody liberating, isn't it? I just pick up the camera and we just talk about it. Love it. Love it. Love you. Love the feedback we get. Anyway, why am I gibbering on? Must have been that oat milk cappuccino with the sourdough and the avocado, crushed avocado with feta cheese and seeds. Cracked seeds on feta cheese on a sourdough avocado.
Finished loose swimming, and now I'm going to run around Westfield a few times to get some more steps so that I can really piss Mark off, because I really want to get more steps than him today. It's quite a good idea, actually, guys. Can you go in competition with somebody? Because it can push you on a bit. Oh my God, I've just passed the food counter. Run with me. The smell is unbelievable.
Oh, look at that. Kitchen, entire house rearranged. Girls have had their drama lesson. I forgot to ask you in the car, would you like us to do that? Should we make a film about an emotion, like happiness. There was a program on the radio the other day, and one of the things we do when we make programs and develop program ideas is you have to be listening to and receptive to nearly every media outlet, whether it be television, magazines, radio, newspapers, etc., online newspapers. And so you have to listen to an awful lot of things. Anyway, there was a program on the radio yesterday all about empathy. And it was fascinating. And I'm sitting there thinking, God, this would make an interesting documentary. I'm going to, why don't we revisit this? Might not be an appetite for it with commissioning editors at channels, but there might be an appetite for it on a channel like ours. So I'm wondering whether that kind of thing you'd be interested in. Would you be interested in it? A little chat between me and Nadia. Maybe a chat with some experts about happiness. What does happiness mean? What does empathy mean? What does narcissism mean? What does ambition mean? What does greed mean? Is hate, anger? Is there a good time to be angry? Anyway.
Okay, finished work. Just been to Waitrose in Westfield because I've decided I'm going to buy the food daily that we're going to cook on the way home from work, because then I'm carrying something heavier as I walk to help burn more calories, and also it means that Mark can't binge on a big shop, because you guys were talking last night on the live about the dreaded big shop, how bad it is. You get all that food in the house and then you just want to eat it. So probably not the wisest decision, having only just recovered from a bad back, but there we go, full of veg, fish, fruit and naked bars.
She's been wearing a beanie to try and cover.
No, I haven't.
I wish you'd have said to me it was burning.
I did.
She screamed.
She screamed.
Show us it, Kiki. Show
No,
everyone.
I really don't want to because it's really embarrassing. I've been really embarrassed in Mama.
Yeah, but you have to get over it. These things, it's all
I
right.
don't care.
These things don't happen.
Right,
It's
where's
not
the
happened to
cream?
me.
Have you put the cream on again?
Look what I've got.
Yes, what there?
Look what I've got. Look, Simone's husband's book.
Hey.
Let's hope we can make a documentary, Mike.
So this is a difficult point for me. I've come in, everyone's off doing their thing. I'm in the kitchen, and I always have something to eat when I come in. So I've had a few blueberries, I've had a few raspberries, but it's not doing it. I want toast, or I want crackers, or I want a bowl of cereal. I'll let you know later whether I succumb.
So Nadia's now doing the shop. This is like really frustrating for you because you ask, what do we want?
Nobody ever
No,
says
because I find it really hard to shop virtually. I shop physically. I like to see what's in front of me. But you're saying, aren't there conflicting ideas about the better way to shop for your health?
I just think it's better to buy online because then you're not tempted to buy a whole load of stuff that you don't want.
Okay, well, here's a bigger problem. When you ask me what do I want, everything I want lots of it.
Right.
So I end up saying nothing because I just know that I'll eat it all.
Which leaves me deciding everything.
Hey?
Which
Yeah,
leaves
'cause
me
you go-
deciding everything.
No, because you say like, what do you want?
And then we can't really have any.
What do you mean you can't have anything?
Because I'm on a strict. Well, you're just giving me 3 meals and I can have 2 snacks.
It's true. I don't really know
None of
what
the
I
snacks
should
I
or
want,
could
I
have.
have.
I mean, I haven't. I mean, I know I can eat chicken in all manner of varieties. But when you ask, I want to say things like, I don't know, naked bars and raisins and dates and oats
Yeah.
and muesli
Yeah.
and
Do you want
healthy
black beans?
crisps,
Do you want that-
vegetable crisps,
do you want
vegetable
that-
crisps.
Do you want that nice?
Should I say vegetable crisps
No,
again?
because you're not having vegetable crisps.
See?
Do you? Well, because you're trying to lose weight. You
I
wanna
know,
eat
no.
You ask us what we want. Why don't you just get what we should, what you want us to have?
Well, no.
That's what's gonna-
Yeah, but it's not like but no. Get us what you think we'll like, but falls within the parameters of what's allowed. That's the difficult. It's not being willful. It's not honestly knowing. I talked about this today on one of my bits. It's not that one goes completely blank, and one shouldn't just remove all responsibility for it. So that's why I took myself out and had lunch. But it's hard to know how to have what you want, and it stay within the boundaries of what's allowed. What?
Yeah.
So when you ask,
No
I don't know
shit,
what to say.
Sherlock. Life is a pain in the arse. We can't just eat everything that we want.
No, I know. But when you
So it's
ask,
like,
you get annoyed
what
if I don't know
things
what to answer.
Do you like ham? Do you like?
I love
do you
ham.
Only smoked mackerel. I'll buy smoked
I
mackerel.
love
You
smoked
won't
mackerel.
eat it. So you know what do you want? Yes, you can't have crisps, chocolate cakes, buns, profiteroles, massive packets of vegetable crisps. Of course we can't. We're not even discussing that. I'm saying, what do you fancy?
Avocados.
I
like avocados. I like those gluten-free oat cakes. I like
Okay, we've got that.
rice cakes. The girls like rice cakes. Apparently someone said brown rice is the same rice, just with a husk on it.
Of course.
So what's the difference? Why?
Well,
You're
why?
still eating
Because
the
when
same
you take the
rice.
husk off, you take out the fibre. It's not just the husk. You take the fibre out. Brown rice is filled with all kinds of different vitamins, minerals, trace minerals. White
So it's
rice
what you
is
eat.
processed.
So it's what you
highly
eat addition.
processed.
So what you're eating is the husk of white rice with the rice in brown rice.
I don't know. I just know that
Because
there's
someone
no
said
comparison.
you're actually eating the same rice.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
But it just has a little
Look
jacket
it up.
on.
What's
It just
better
has a
for
little
you?
jacket.
Brown
No.
rice or look,
No,
I'm gonna get some
I'll tell you what
quinoa.
it's analogous to. It's like having a sandwich with the crusts cut off. But if you kept the crusts on, it would
No,
be
it's
called
not.
a brown
It's nothing
sandwich.
like that. It's
Do you get what I
nothing
mean?
like
I
that.
get what I mean.
It's not like that, darling. I'm really sorry, but it's
Can
just-
brown rice kill you like white rice can kill you?
if you leave it out.
Can avocado...
If you leave it out of the fridge so that it breeds, yeah.
Did you hear that an avocado stone killed someone the other day?
Why did somebody smash it in somebody's face
Yeah.
because they wouldn't shut up?
Yeah. It's really annoying. You had done 6,000 steps before you got to Loose Women.
I know. I've now done. Let me have a little jump about actually. 11,652.
Look what I've done. You've done 6,000 before you got to work. Look what I've done.
All the time I'm going up.
Look what I've
Aren't you
done.
walking?
Say.
6,135.
So I'm where she was at 9 a.m. So that means I haven't been active for most of the day. And I haven't.
But
I
you
haven't.
know what?
I've been
Every time I
sat,
had a minute-
working, sat.
Every time I had a minute, I did this.
But what I
Every
didn't...
hour I got up and did that.
But what I didn't listen to was the 10 to the hour, every hour on your Fitbit, it tells you you've got 250 steps to do.
Yeah.
Why don't I get up and do something about
I
that?
do, you see. That's how I've done it.
Ah.
Oh dear.
Well,
You're looking very stressed.
I just feel so anxious.
Why?
I've just had an increasingly building sense of anxiety across the day, and I don't know whether that's because I know I'm behind with my steps, so that lends itself to should have got everything done in the morning. And I'm also seeing you with your perky face as I'm editing the VLOGUARY going, I've done 6,000 by 9 a.m. and I have spent all day researching, working, monitoring, writing, and I feel like I've accomplished virtually nothing.
Well,
So I feel
some days are like
so I just
that,
feel
aren't they?
stressed. I just feel
well,
stressed.
what I would suggest to you then is
Yeah.
you're going to be vulnerable now to eating something, to binging a little bit, to comfort eat. So why don't you go for your run now? It's only 20 minutes, and just leave everything else till after your run.
Yeah, well, I might do. I'm just trying to gauge how much we've got for our lovely subs tonight.
It doesn't matter. Just de-stress. Go and run. We can sort
But
that
there was a
out.
really interesting thing on the radio today about happiness not being a destination. Happiness has become a commodity in the West, they say. Happiness is something that we think you can attain, whereas happiness isn't a thing. It's not a destination. I've been thinking about this all day. Happiness is about, there is no such thing as happiness. I think we're sold a pup by society. We're sold a pup that unless you attain all of these attributes that theoretically contribute to happiness, you failed. And I think that's why we are all under inordinate pressure to actually be happy.
My friend Kay always says happiness is overrated. I think the problem with people's perception of happiness is there's almost this pressure that we're supposed to be it all the time, and we're not. You know, sadness, anger, all the other emotions and states of mind we have are also just as valid, because we can't have one without the other. And I think the thing is, nobody is happy all the time. And what is happiness? Happiness is down to the person. What makes one person happy wouldn't in a million years make another person happy.
But I think it's
So we're trying to chase other people's idea of happiness. That's when we get in a mess.
But I think we're looking in the wrong. I think we're looking in the wrong places for happiness. I think we're genuinely looking in the wrong
Some
places
people
for
may,
happiness.
some people may not.
No, but I think socially we are. I think what happens in society is that certain sort of destination points or accomplishments are set as kind of goals. So it's why you have exams, it's why you have schools, it's why you have careers, because, you know, the idea is that you have a good salary, you get a home, you have children, you get married, and all of these kind of things. There's such an enormous amount of pressure put on accomplishing all of those things, the perfect body.
Before you can be happy.
Before you can be happy.
Yeah.
If you don't have any of those things... or
nice house, nice car, nice boyfriend,
Yeah.
nice body, perfect children. Yeah.
Or that perhaps some of those things shouldn't necessarily be it. So, for example, a small example, it's not a brilliant one, is, you know, women who decide not to have children, or people who don't have children, often judged as have to be unhappy. There must be something lacking. There must be something, you know, maybe we are all, you know, the thing about being programmed is it's impossible to get outside of yourself and look at yourself and see that you've been programmed, because you've been programmed. And I do think that socially we are programmed to assume that happiness comes in this form, that form, this form, that form. Whereas, you know, I go back to the idea that, you know, the journey is perhaps the point, you know, because whenever you get to whatever you get to, when you hear it said often, isn't it, don't you? When people have got loads of money, when people get the thing that they want, they're immediately not happy.
Yeah.
Anyway, this led me to an idea that I was sharing with the subs earlier today. There was a documentary on the radio all about empathy. Should we do, with our subs, sometimes live, but sometimes pre-recorded chats, just about emotional states? Like happiness. What is happiness? As soon as you start to unfurl the simplest word, it becomes a really complicated thing. And then,
Well, the thing is, it's so subjective, isn't it? That's the thing. So it'd be nice to hear other people's
That's what I mean.
ideas of happiness. We can think about what our idea of happiness is. What's our definition of happiness?
I mean, another thing that I was thinking about was, they often said when I was in rehab, you know, there are times when it's right to be angry. You know, we're told that you must never be angry.
That's so dangerous.
That's
I think
so
that's
dangerous.
so dangerous. Anger is only seen as a negative emotion.
Or as Yoda
And so-
says, anger leads to hate, and what does hate lead to?
Suffering.
Suffering.
But also, you know, if you're trying to suppress anger all the time, it's another thing for really addictive behaviour, whether overeating or... It's like sometimes when I find myself halfway through a loaf of bread and I don't even know I'm eating it, I'll stop and I'll go, oh my God, what's going on? Who am I angry with?
Yeah.
Who am I upset with? Who am I feeling... What am I feeling just destabilised by? Lo and behold, I'm stuffing fucking bread in my mouth. So suppressing any emotion, I think, is bad.
I agree.
I do.
So I think it might be quite an interesting...
I mean, obviously, we can't all go around stomping and furious.
No,
but there should be
no.
a way of... We tend to think of anger as only a dangerous thing that has to be screamed and shouted.
Yes.
But anger is just a feeling that can be discussed.
But I would also argue that things like sport and physical activity is where is the positive expression of anger. Competition. You know, the idea that we should always suppress competition and you should never come first or second. I think James O'Brien on the radio was talking about it the other day. Well, he said, what's wrong with wanting to win? Why is everyone?
it's human
Why does
nature.
everyone have to be?
Not
Why does everyone have to be a winner?
Not everybody wants to win.
No, but why does?
But not everybody should feel they have to be a winner, because I think we have a lot of that in society.
No.
Oh my God, I've got a child. I've got this child, and she hasn't got any ambition.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? I've got.
Well, that's another good emotion.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But what do you think, guys? Should we do this? Should we do individual little films, a little bit like our podcast, but where we chat with you, and our subject of the chat is an emotional state?
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool. I'd be fascinated.
How many more different things are we going to do on this channel? Honestly,
Well,
we're going to be bigger than the BBC.
We're wanting it to be better than the BBC, aren't we?
We want to be better than the BBC.
Yeah, come on. How hard is that?
Come on.
How hard is that? And you don't have to pay for this.
You wait.
You don't have to pay a licence fee.
Just wait. You've got drama coming
Drama's
next.
coming.
And documentary.
Shooting it this weekend. Yeah. No licence fee.
That's happiness. We're cooking on gas. And the whole time I'm doing this, what am I doing?
Oh, you're getting more steps.
Doing
And I'm having to
steps.
sit here and I'm getting no
I'm getting
steps.
my heart rate. I'm pumping blood.
Can I hold your
round
breast?
my breasts. I'm doing it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Come on then. This might cheer you up.
What?
I'll do my exercises and you can hold my boobs.
Oh my God, this is a bit...
Come on then. Right, go on.
Just nearly drank the computer off with excitement.
Right, here we go. Star jumps. No, that's not holding them, is it? You're bouncing them more. That's annoying. Either hold them in place or don't touch
I'm holding them in...
Okay. No, you're moving them. No, you're moving them. It's not.
Perfectly,
no, you're not doing
perfectly weighted.
it. I'm not doing it. Come on, you can do
No,
this.
I've got really bad mentals today, babe. Really bad mentals. You know, it's almost like the fact that we did well in the week has stymied me today. I just didn't get on top of things early enough.
What do you mean?
Well, like with my steps, I just feel really...
Well, you've just got to get over it. You've literally just got to get over it. You're now... Be careful what you focus on, because what you focus on will grow.
What would you mean?
If you focus on
I'm
the
not
wrong
focusing on
things,
that.
the program, the problem will grow. Focus on the fact of what you have achieved and that you're going to go out now and do a run.
Right.
It's just pointless. It's negative thinking. You've got into a cycle of negative thinking. Do you know what your main problem is? You are so competitive. You cannot get over that I am ahead of you on the steps.
Yeah,
It's completely and utterly frozen your capability of doing anything. Am I wrong?
No.
Right. So get your ass out, go and do your run and stop bloody moaning.
Tomorrow, it's bloody cold out there,
I know, it's
isn't it?
freezing.
Jesus
Do
Christ,
you think we
it's
should put
freezing.
some leggings on?
Hey?
Do you think you should put some leggings on?
Ridiculous in leggings.
I had planned sea bass, brown rice and vegetables, but I'm worried that won't be enough food for you. Actually, no, it will be. It will be. I'll do
What?
lots of veggies to go with it. Sea bass.
Wow. Is that all for me? I feel like a seal.
One will be for Kiki.
I feel like a seal or a sea lion. Does
And-
anyone else think that looks like a nipple?
And brown rice.
Yeah. Brown rice is white rice with the jacket on.
It's really annoying. So I found this thing, this new thing in Waitrose. I won't be doing it in the microwave though. I won't be heating it up in the microwave because it ruins all the goodness.
Oh.
So it's brown rice with
they're
edamame beans.
white rice with jackets on.
Right, okay, that's really annoying. Shut up. And I thought I'd add to that some little fried courgettes with garlic, just in a little bit of oil, and some rainbow chard. And then tonight, I was going to spray this in just the teeniest bit of oil, salt, and bake it so you can have like kale crisps.
Wow.
There you go. Up there for thinking. Down there for dancing.
You're just trying to get more steps ahead of me.
Shuffle,
Stop
hop,
it.
step, da,
Stop
shuffle,
it.
hop, step,
Stop
da,
it.
da,
I can
shuffle,
move
hop,
too.
step, da,
I can move
shuffle,
too.
hop, step, da,
I can move too. I know exactly what you're planning on doing. Just because I'm going for a run, you're just going to bounce up and down so you can get even more steps. What is this?
Sorry.
You're saying I'm
You
competitive.
snooze, you lose, babe.
You're saying I'm
Snooze,
competitive. You're the
you
competitive
lose.
one.
I'm competing with myself.
No, you're not. You're trying to compete with me. You know you are.
What about you guys? Have you got anyone you can compete with? Huh?
Oh, we have to have these ugly things back in.
True la, loo la la la, true la, la 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 la. And if I live, it's not just the steps, it's the calorie burn. Because I've been doing these all day. Yes, I have.
You're really annoying.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
You know you've got like a mare's chain on.
Ooh, I lost my bra. Don't know where my knickers are. Ooh, I lost my bra. Don't know where my knickers are. Fucking hell, babe. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, shit. Right. What time is it? What time is it? It's about...
Time is 6:10.
10 past 6. I'm only at the steps that Nadia was at
He's
at
not
9
gonna
a.m.
go.
And she's gonna, whilst I'm out, she's gonna be bouncing on a bloody...
Don't know where my knickers
Anyway, it's
are.
so cold tonight. Is anyone... Is it cold? Shut up! Shut up!
Go on, you
Oh my god, this is like a torture. I'm just gonna have to keep moving all the time. Oh, done it, babe.
Well done.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well,
What about you, Soph? What have you done?
yeah,
What exercise have you done today?
done the run. Yum yum in my tum. Yeah, that was hard. It was very cold, so it was very off-putting. But you know, the weird thing about running or doing exercise in the cold is within 2-3 minutes you're warm
Yeah.
because you're simply moving.
Get out there.
I did toy with running a further 2 miles to just slam dunk your steps, but I didn't because I thought I better get back because I need to edit vlog. But guess what? Some exciting news.
What?
NASA scientists have declared that radio pulse beams have been received by Earth from 1.5 billion light years away.
Really?
Yeah, 60 in a row. No, 6 in a row.
What, just now?
It's just broken in the news.
Oh my God.
Does anyone else think we live with aliens out there? I believe there are aliens out
Don't
there.
start.
I think there are aliens. I think
Don't
there are.
start.
That strange meteor that went past us that was shaped like a cigar, they reckon might have been a ship.
Okay.
Don't know. You just don't want to think it because you'd be too frightened.
Okay.
I'd look after you, babe, in an alien invasion.
Okay.
I would.
Go and have a shower, babe.
Okay.
Otherwise the aliens will get you.
All right.
Yeah, so I was telling the subs earlier, I did the patience meditation today, and I felt more patient. What one did you do?
I don't know. I didn't really have time to do it.
You didn't do a meditation.
No, I know you sent the rain.
What does Oprah say? If you don't have 10 minutes, you haven't got a life.
Yeah, but I bet Oprah's got lots of 10 minutes.
Mark. Come on, you promised on our How to Stay Married podcast that you were going to start doing meditation and mindfulness.
Okay, well,
and you haven't done it once. Not once. Right, I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to go have a shower. You're going to go and do your meditation. Otherwise, I'm not cooking dinner. I'm turning everything off. All the gas is going off. Meditation is going on. Go! Mark, you've been really, really annoying. And I hope people leave a lot of comments saying how annoying you are.
Why? Why would you want them to hate me? Why? At times like now, I am truly blessed with the wife that I have. I am sitting here making a gratitude list. Well, I don't need to make a gratitude list. I've got a gratitude plate. I'm going to call it a gratitude plate.
Has it ever been more proven that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach?
It's not just through his
Show
stomach.
them why.
It's not just through his
Show
stomach.
them why you're suddenly all grateful for me and everything. Just show them. Suddenly
For
he
this.
loves me.
Oh, look at that, 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 look at that. Oh, my favourite in the world. Brain food, you know, brain food.
You know what? I love our followers. Just reading all these lovely bloody comments from that smoking picture. Do you know what? Instagram followers, I love you. Check our Instagram feed. We put up a photo of me when I was smoking. It's so weird to see myself.
I know,
smoking.
I remember pulling you with a fag.
Yeah, I did just like the way you smoked.
Did you? You used to like the way I smoked? Did you? What else did you like about me?
I like all things.
Love
All
it.
different things.
Tell me more.
No, nuns, because then you'll know things and you're not going to know things.
But I'm allowed to.
You're not going to know things.
That's
Nuns.
Not
Do you remember
friend.
that?
Nuns.
Nuns.
Go away.
Nuns. Did any of your toddlers ever say that? This, look. Nuns. Not doing it. Nuns.
So,
Nuns.
so, hang on. No, you can't do that.
Who said I can't? There wasn't any. No, don't get on his. No, it's really dangerous. Off.
This has to go up now. Come on. This is it. Now's your number. What's your number?
No.
No, I've got to upload it.
No.
I've got to upload it. She's not letting me. I've got to edit the vlog.
13,000.
Ah. You don't even know what mine are.
Yeah, because I know it's going to be well below.
It's really overcooked. They're like wet.
I'm at 10,500. You've done 3,000 more than me.
And that's what my darling daughter's having. So I have made 1, 2, 3 different meals tonight, and I've made a shepherd's pie for Mark tomorrow with a sweet potato mash. So I'm definitely not doing the washing up.
Hey!
I suppose you're supposed to clean up after yourself.
Maddie!
Children are always brought up saying that they need to clear up their own mess, and then parents say they do.
It's not my mess. I've made your dinner.
No, but you made it, so you made the mess.
Maddie.
How have you made the mess?
Maddie, shush. You'll just have to eat that broccoli. It's a little overcooked. You just got to eat it.
Bye. Where you go?
She's going nowhere. She's going to act like she's going to storm out. She's going to walk into the wall.
You know she never storms anywhere. She goes out and comes straight back in.
Yeah, she storms off to nowhere.
Stop it! Stop it! You're done!
Darling, I am actually doing it to burn calories, not just to piss you off. I've already done that because I've got 3,000 more than you.
Oh my god, look at you trying to just rub it in even more.
Just don't let it bother you, Dad. At the end of the day, what does
What's the kitchen saying?
You're not saying anything.
What's the sound?
Do you remember that in the 80s? In the 70s, that's what you used to go.
We used to do that.
But Dad,
You look like an absolute psycho.
Yeah, but I'm burning more calories, I'm moving all my limbs.
Yeah.